Hello and welcome, my name is Parky and today we're doing another Tankard of Truth. Finally, it's about time. Do one every couple of weeks now. I think that's probably a good timing. But you guys seem to really enjoy me answering your random questions, so we're going to do some more of them. And today I've got certainly a lot more random questions. So let's just get straight on with these. So the first question is from Jason Farmer. So hello Jason, if this is you. What's your favourite season? Now, he's not talking about a TV season, which is what I instantly read. The sad state of humanity when the word season now is associated with TV rather than the world. So, my favourite season is actually a sort of like autumn time, and maybe when it's my birthday, which is Halloween. So that's a nice time of year. I do quite like that. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much the short answer. I don't like the heat. So I've never been really fond of the summer that much, which sounds really weird because it's mostly, most people's favourite season is the summer. But mine isn't. I like the cold. So that's the thing. The next question from the Tankard of Truth. Question number 2 is from Lego Builder 88. And this is quite ironic because this is exactly the same question that I was about to answer if it was season for the TV. And this is, what is your favourite TV series? And that would be possibly a mix between Stargate. I love all of the Stargates. There's a bit of a question over Stargate Universe. I think a lot of people don't like Stargate Universe, but I personally really like that. I just like all of them. And I just watch everything. I'm one of those suckers for TV seasons. I binge watch everything. I think I watched pretty much like 2 seasons of Stargate SG-1, like rewatched them in like a week. So that was fun. I just like doing that sort of thing, because I have no life. Okay, the next question, I feel like I have to show you to prove that it's actually here, the tankard, is from... Oh my god, I dropped it back in. It's a double dip. It's from Louis Avila. Avila? I'm really sorry, again, I'm terrible with names. What's your views on gun control, and do you like Mexican food? Okay, now this is probably going to cause like a flame war in the comments, but obviously I'm English, so I'm from England, where we don't actually have guns, we're not allowed, which, frankly, has never been an issue for us. We used to have guns, even the police force used to have guns, they used to carry around pistols, but not anymore, and I don't think, personally, coming from a place, it might be different, you might think completely differently, but coming from a place where we don't need or have guns regularly, I mean, obviously we do have like special forces with guns, and there is like a special section of the police force that actually has guns, but I don't think they're really necessary. And frankly, from all the deaths, like, it's constantly on the news over here in the UK, all of like the random massacres that happen in America and just gun crime and everything in general. Like, I know it's in your amendment, but like, would it not be better if you didn't have them? I don't know, maybe it's like one of those things where once you've had them, it's like you feel like something's been taken away, and I don't really have that feeling here, but I just think guns are bad. Guns are not a good thing, so just get rid of them, for God's sake. And Mexican food, which is completely unrelated, I love Mexican food, so that's great as well. I mean, guns, Mexican food, I don't know if they actually mix at all, probably not, but I like one of them more than the other. Okay, the next question from the Tank of the Truth is going to be... this one here. Oh my god, such excitement from EXO545. What is your favourite movie? Gosh, very like entertainment based today, entertainment and gun based. And my favourite movie, one of them, would have to be probably Shaun of the Dead. That's like a classic British comedy. I like that. I like all of Simon Pegg's films actually. They're all like pretty brilliant in my mind. But I am a heavy film watcher. I like a lot of films, to the point where like I don't really focus on one film in particular that I am fond of. I like just watching lots. I'm very fond of certain genres of film, like I really like sci-fi and fantasy films. Much like I like my books, I like sci-fi and fantasy books. I think it's anything with a rich backstory that I can really imagine, like what's going on in the background. Background? I don't think they're two separate words, but we'll go with it. So yeah, maybe that. Just having some tea. I'm like, this is the relax zone. Normally when I'm doing videos and going at 100 miles an hour, this is what I'm normally like. Anyway, that's completely unrelated, so we're just going to ignore that. And the next question, what is wrong with me today, is from Eureka97. Will you be playing more games with Mrs. Parky? And before anyone asks, we're not actually married. It's just sort of like, I'm Parky, so she's female Parky with Parky, but not actually a YouTuber. But Yeah, she's just my girlfriend. But yeah, we're going to do some more stuff. I mean, we used to do a few things like drunk videos. We did like a drunk surgeon simulator and things like that. And everyone seems to really like her doing things with me because we bounce off each other quite well, obviously, because we like each other, her being my girlfriend. But yeah, I think we're going to plan some more things to do because I enjoy doing collabs with other people. It's a bit awkward here because I only have this microphone. It's like, oh great, okay, that's fine. But yeah, I'm going to figure some things out, basically, is what I'm trying to say. We're going to do some more stuff. That's if she actually wants to do more stuff, because she is now working full-time. Before she wasn't, she was like university and stuff, and now she's got a job. So we've got less time to do these sort of things, so maybe don't get your fingers crossed, but I'm going to try and do some more stuff, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the next question, what that voice was, is from Canite. Canite? Again, I can't even read like made-up words, let alone real ones. If you were a porn star, what would your name be? ParkyZilla. Because I stomp on your dreams of sleeping with me because I am too sexy. Is that a thing? I don't think that's actually a thing. But yeah, that's what my... ParkyZilla. Parkzilla? One of those two. Don't really mind. Don't really have many preferences when it comes to what my porn star name is, because it's probably never going to happen. And I don't really mind that either. I don't think I'd want to be a porn star. Sounds a bit, like, intense, doesn't it? And everyone thinks that you're a whore, when a lot of the time you're probably not, and you're just doing it to pay the bills. But anyway, that's completely different. Let's not get into this. It's, like, not a political moment of talking. This is just me being silly at home. Okay, so the next question is from Andrew Harmon. Hello, Andrew. How are you doing today? What do you like to do in your pastime? So what do I like to do in my free time? Well, I do YouTube. YouTube isn't my job, so I guess I could say I do YouTube in my spare time, which takes up a lot of time, actually, and it does. But in terms of other stuff, I just play games. And actually, one thing that you have to understand is, I don't actually play that many games outside of YouTube, because I sort of have my fill of daily game intake by doing videos every day. So when I relax, I don't tend to do that sort of thing. As I said, I read a lot, and I also watch a lot of telly. But yeah, I also like baking. Baking is a favourite pastime of mine, mostly because you get to eat what you've baked afterwards, which is always a thing that makes you feel a bit more positive. A bit of chocolate makes your life feel a bit better sometimes. So yeah, I guess eating chocolate, really. Let's do another one. I'm in the mood for doing this today. It takes me a little while to get in the mood, because I have to record it at the same time as doing other series in the day, and a lot of the time I don't have time to do more than one, so whatever. What am I even talking about? This one is from Vriska Circuit. Again, I apologise if I butchered your name. Have you ever won any awards? I've not won any awards as such. I mean, I guess actually that's a complete lie, because I have. I've won 2 awards, but that's more of like a reward rather than an award, which the difference being that a reward is something that you get for doing something that you've chosen to. No, they sort of both do that, don't they? Okay, what I'm trying to say is, I did some charity live streams a couple of years ago. I did one in 2012, 2013, I think, or maybe it was the year after. I can't really remember. I get lost with it all. But yeah, it was for Extra Life, and Extra Life is basically a charity where you raise money by doing a live stream for 24 hours straight, which is crazy, by the way. Like, don't ever do it, because I almost died about twice. Bit of an exaggeration, but I felt like absolute shit. So yeah, I did that for 2 years in a row, and each time I raised, I think, about over £500, which got me like the Silver Tier Award, which is like a medal. Actually, speaking of medals, I just went and got it because, you know, the magic of editing, you won't even notice. So yeah, here it is. It's like, I don't know whether you can actually see this. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's one from 2012. I've got another one. I hope that comes out in the video. I have no idea. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I got a couple of these. Which is nice. I mean, I feel like I achieved something with my channel if I managed to actually raise some money. You know, it's like giving something back. Okay, let's do another question. I'm going to probably be the last question today, because I don't like to make these too long. And this is from the Apollo TD, or Apollo TD. I guess you could say it like that. Which political party would you vote for? Okay, so this is one that I've been waiting to talk about, because I feel like this is a point of contention amongst a lot of people on the internet and just in real life. I personally believe that people who are in a position of not so much power is not the right word, but like of influence over other people. So let's just say, for example, let's put it in perspective. I might have some younger people that watch my video content, and they might be like, you know, because I'm such a master person, completely infatuated with me. Might happen one day. Probably not. But just in this circumstance, put it into perspective. So let's say you got some of these people who would basically like listen to your point of view and sort of take it as read that maybe your opinion means more than some of the other people they talk to, or maybe even their own opinion. They might take your opinion over theirs. So let's just say young or suggestible people that watch you. I feel as though it's not really my place to talk about things like politics, because A, my opinions are mine. I believe that with politics, people should make up their own opinions, even if they're wrong, but they should make up their own opinions. And also, I feel as though it's one of these things that you grow up, it's like you get to a certain age, then you're allowed to vote, and it's like a very special occasion. And possibly it's not quite right when other people are badgering you into voting for something. Like when people like, you know, big Hollywood celebrities or whatever, in England or America, whatever country you're in, start talking about, you know, oh, you know, I back this party, so because they do this, this and this. I always think it's a bit cheap, because a lot of people who are fans of those Hollywood actors, for example, would then go and probably vote for that party, and I don't think that's really quite how it should be done, because I feel like you should look at the policies of a party and make up for yourself whether you want to vote for them. I think that makes a lot more sense. So yeah, my answer is I'm not going to answer that question, because I don't want to influence anyone. And I'm not even going to give any hints at all, because I'm keeping completely neutral. And I do think that people in positions of influence should stay pretty neutral, if that's not their main jazz. Because this isn't like a political channel, this is a gaming channel. So let's keep it nice and low-key, shall we? But right, everyone, that's probably enough questions for today. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode of Tankard of Truth! Again, I'm keeping up the way of saying that for some reason. Okay, so now comes your part. If you want to get your questions on the next episode of the Tankard of Truth, then please leave a comment below. You can also check me out on my Facebook page. I'll leave a link in the description, where you can also post questions to me and just generally communicate with me anyway outside of this series. But if you enjoyed today's episode and the series as a whole, please support me by leaving a rating as well, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Awkward, awkward, goodbye. Awkward.